time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Story Time. I've missed being live with you the last couple of days, but we're here and we do have a wonderful book coming back to us here on Story Time. This one written by CARLIE, SOROSIAK, and illustrations by DEVON, HALZWORTH. And of course, we are reading this one also from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining in today. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we're here together to enjoy a story and, of course, read a wonderful book. Thank you so much for joining in here today. Please let us know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you, if anybody indeed. Thank you for joining us here today on Story Time. And our story today is Everywhere with You. Yes, whether here live or not, carrying you everywhere with me for sure. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Story Time. Everywhere with You, coming right up. Thank you for being here. And to everybody that is joining us live right now, thank you for joining in Story Time. And of course, if you're joining us later on for the recordings, well, we appreciate you taking the time being here and picking the time that works for you to tune into Story Time. Thank you so much for joining us today. And excited to be here. Reminder too, that Michelle Jing Chan will be coming back to Story Time with another book launch on Friday. So get excited for that one. Join in and see what it's all about. Yes, another brand new book from Michelle Jing Chan, and I'm excited for this one. Partly inspired by A Wrinkle in Time. So yes, come on out, join in and enjoy that story. And of course, our conversation on Friday. Michelle Jing Chan live right here on Story Time. But today we do have Everywhere with You coming right up, written by CARLIE, SOROSIAK, and illustrations by DEVON, HALZWORTH. And we are reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Welcome, and get ready for this one. Thank you indeed for being here with us on Story Time. Remember too that you can always catch Story Time at a time that works best for you at storytimewithmrlimata.com, at Storytime with Mr. Limata on Facebook, YouTube, and you can also follow us on Instagram and see everything else Story Time. Thank you indeed for being here with us today, and I'll see you on the other side of this very short break when we're back with more Story Time. Get ready, get cozy, get comfortable, grab everything that you need to enjoy this Story Time. I'll see you in a little bit.
Hi, my name is Zetta Elliott, and I am the author of 40 books for kids, including Dragons in a Bag and A Place Inside of Me. You're watching Story Time with Mr. Limata.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much for joining in. And Zetta Elliott, creator of many wonderful books, and A Place Inside of Me is just one of those books that we will be reading this week indeed. And there's a brand new book from Zetta Elliott as well that we'll be reading here on Storytime very, very soon. So keep an eye out for that one coming up. Everywhere with You. This one is written by CARLIE, SOROSIAK, illustrations by DEVON, HALZWORTH, and we are reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And here's the sleeve. And because this one has different as Andes as they're called. So here you go. This is what this one looks like. And there is another one down there. Can you see? Yeah. So which one do you like best? I think they're both beautiful. But yeah, we get started with our book for today. I love this one and I hope that you enjoy it. Sweet story. And yeah, thinking of all those amazing four-legged friends out there. Here we go with our story for today. Everywhere with You. Written by CARLIE, SOROSIAK, illustrated by DEVON, HALZWORTH, and we are reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. But I should show you those end papers as well. Everywhere with You. CARLIE, SOROSIAK, DEVON, HALZWORTH. Walker, an imprint of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Here are two houses, and that's a fence between them. Oh. Here are two houses, and that's a fence between them. Yeah. Stunning illustrations, isn't it? On one side is a dog. Every night he howls under the star-speckled sky, or digs large holes by the overgrown hedges. Sometimes he glances back at his tail, watching it move, just so he feels less alone. His ears always perk at night noises, bush critters jumping, elm branches swaying, and now, right now, footsteps, soft through the grass, on the other side of the fence. Who could it be? Who's there? What's that different sound? There are two houses. On one side is a dog. Every night he howls under the star-speckled sky, or digs large holes by the overgrown hedges. Sometimes he glances back at his tail, watching it move, just so he feels less alone. Yeah. A human, a girl. She pokes her finger through the rails, and the dog wiggle walks, tail swishing so fast, back and forth, and back and forth. And you're friendly, she says. Suddenly, there's a peanut butter cracker right by his nose. You want it? Yes, he says with a great big sniff, and gobbles it quickly under the inky sky. And gobbles it quickly under the inky sky. She comes back the next night, too. When the clouds grow dark, when the porch lights flicker, books balanced in her arms. I hope you don't mind, she says. I've noticed that no one ever plays with you, and I like reading aloud. These are my favorites. He doesn't mind at all. Her voice curls like a ribbon in the dark. Yeah. Yeah, the girl, she comes back the next night too. When the clouds grow dark, when the porch lights flicker, books balanced in her arms. I hope you don't mind, she says. I've noticed that no one ever plays with you, and I like reading aloud. These are my favorites. He doesn't mind at all. Her voice curls like a ribbon in the dark. Aww. Yeah. The first story is about a deep sea kingdom, shimmering mermaids, emerald fins. In his mind, he's underwater. He's there. That night, he has magnificent dreams. Ah, yeah. Yes, indeed. Soon, every time the sun sets, the girl appears at the fence, sharing cheddar snacks with him, reading books with him. Have you ever wanted, she asks, to be someone else? So they become pirates and dragon riders and magicians with silver wands. Yes, indeed. The beauty of books, the magic of books, right? She keeps reading in fall, in winter, in spring. In summer, she brings out cool pops and reads stories as the fireflies glint around them. That's the best part. The worst part is goodbye. Tomorrow? Tomorrow. Aw. The worst part is goodbye. Yeah, yeah, it really is. Tomorrow? Tomorrow. Or maybe later. Oh. All day he waits for night noises, for the screen door opening, for her footsteps in the summer grass. Yeah. Oh. Then one night he sees something through bright windows next door. The girl and her parents curled around a table, playing a game. The sound of laughter trickles into the yard. He's never been inside a human house. He can feel it all, how the girl and her family are together, how they love one another. And he wants this, to be with them more than all the stars in the sky. Aw. Digging at the warm earth, but the ground is too hard. Leaping through the night air, but the fence is too high. So he has to wait. He has no choice but to wait. And howl as loud as he can. Yeah. The girl bursts from her house and runs to the fence. Hi. Hello. Oh. It's okay, she says, pressing her nose to his. It's okay, I'm here. Night just croon. Fireflies flit. Did you know, the girl whispers, that this is my favorite time of the day? Being here with you. And he tells her with soft eyes, mine, it's mine too. Yeah, it's mine. It's mine too. Yeah. That evening, the girl spins a story of her own. The two of them sailing to a forgotten island, breaking an ancient curse, tearing down an enchanted wall. Yeah. Ah. Yes. That evening, the girl spins a story of her own. The two of them sailing to a forgotten island, breaking an ancient curse, tearing down an enchanted wall. It's the best story yet. Yes, that night, the girl spins a story of her own, and it's the best story yet. Nights later, the sky erupts, thunder and lightning and sideways rain. Whoosh, whoosh. Just like that. Oh. He picks his way through footsteps, careful like the ghost. Yeah. Yeah. Nights later, the sky erupts, thunder and lightning and sideways rain. Whoosh, whoosh. Just like that. Oh. He picks his way through footsteps, careful like the ghost. Oh. Barking at the back door. It's me, it's me. Fingers in his fur. It's you, it's you. In a new room, a towel ruffles his coat. I just spoke with the neighbors, her mom says. They've seen you reading together and have been wondering for a while. Would you like to keep him? They've seen you reading together and have been wondering for a while. Would you like to keep him? Where should we travel tonight? The girl asks, after he's clean and dry and home. A secret garden? The circus? A new world? Well, anywhere, he says, and everywhere with you. Aw. Yes. Where should we travel tonight? The girl asks, after he's clean and dry and home. A secret garden? The circus? A new world? Anywhere, he says, and everywhere with you. Aw. Yes, indeed. And that is the end of our story. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for joining in today on Storytime. I hope you enjoyed that one, coming to us from CARLIE SOROSIAK and DEVON HALZWORTH. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you and cannot wait to share many other stories here on Storytime. I'll see you on the other side of this very short break when we're back with more Storytime.
Hello, I'm Olalu Ogunyemi, officer in the United States Marine Corps and author of Crow from the Shadow. You are tuned in with my brother on Storytime with Mr. Limata. Enjoy and God bless.
Thank you so much. Welcome back. Ola Olu Ogunyemi. Thank you so much. And I hope you are doing well. Thank you for being here with us today on Storytime, everywhere with you. Yes, indeed. We're reading this one coming to us from CARLIE SOROSIAK, DEVON HALZWORTH, and indeed enjoying this one. I hope that you enjoyed it too. Thank you to all the creators out there who've allowed us to share so many wonderful books here on Storytime. And we hope to keep bringing back many more sweet books just like the one that we read. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. Appreciate you. Good morning to you, Megan. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining in, and you're saying it is sunny and warm, and you're hoping that your air conditioning gets fixed before today's record breaking heat. Oh my goodness, please do take care of yourself out there. And yes, indeed, fingers crossed, hoping that air conditioning gets fixed soon. I hope everyone stays hydrated and cool today. Absolutely. It was hot out here in Auckland yesterday as well in the Bay, and I think today might be cooling down a little bit here, but we'll see about that. I haven't checked fully, but that's what I seem to remember from yesterday. But please do check those that weather focus for your area and see what you need to do. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Megan and Ari, thank you for being here out there in Kentucky. Hope you're doing well. Always good to see you here with us. Thank you so much for joining in, and to everybody else that is here live with us right now, whether you've commented or not, well, we appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to join in Storytime, and I hope that you continue you to join us. We hope to see you again tomorrow when we're back with more story time. And of course, we hope to see you too here on Friday when Michelle Jing Chan joins us for Storytime Live for another book that Michelle is putting out. Cannot wait to share this one with you as well. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime, and to everybody else as well that joins us later on at a time that works for you. Soraya, I've seen those messages. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And of course, Sharon Lungo, sending you biggest of hugs, and to everybody else that is joining us here today as well. Thank you for joining in Storytime. Thank you for choosing to tune into Storytime with Alive, or indeed later on at StorytimeWithMissLimata.com. Thank you for being here. Everywhere with You was our book for today. Devon HALZWORTH illustrating, and of course the story written by CARLIE SOROSIAK. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Please have yourselves a wonderful Wednesday. And yes, if you're like me, just starting out early morning, I hope everything goes well. And of course, if it is much later where you are, much later in the day, well, we hope that it's been a fantastic one so far. And of course, we hope for a beautiful ending, just like the one you want. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. Biggest of hugs. I'll see you again tomorrow when we're back with more Storytime. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing Storytime with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of the stories. Read me all of the stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing